The impact of others on us cannot be overstated. That's why it's so important we put ourselves in a position to minimize the impact, filter them, and know how to handle them because they can surely pack a punch. I'm sharing 3 poems that will drive you into this concept from different perspectives and points of view. But in all, I think they provide you with a well-rounded viewpoint of this situation and maybe how to approach it and handle it. Let's dive into the first poem. In this poem, I'm out and about when I observe something. It's something that others around me either didn't seem to notice or perhaps worse, didn't even care. People are out here hurting and the world, it seems terribly indifferent to it all. People are just punching down. It's society has gotten pretty coarse. And I'm going to share a poem about this now, and then we'll go into some additional insight. This poem's entitled Dead Inside, a Glimpse of Silent Suffering. Hartsfield Jackson Airport, whiling away the time until my flight arrives. Waiting and people watching, I spot her walking my way. No, in fact, I felt her before I saw her. Not just walking towards me, she was lumbering along. Her body language told me a tale her eyes betrayed, a package that drew my gaze. The profoundness of sadness exuded an aura around her. Why? Her shirt told her story. In big, bold letters, it read, Dead Inside. Was this shirt intended to be funny? One look told me she's not kidding. Overweight to the point of difficulty. Her sadness is blowing on anyone looking her way. Bothered, I wondered what put her in this state. What could get her from it? Do those who love her know this? If there's someone, what are they doing? Perhaps she let her guard down for a minute. This moment when she and I crossed paths. She was gone before I was done processing. All I could do is send hope out into the ether, wishing better times ahead for her, a rekindling of life, arising like Lazarus. That poem is based on a real-life observation, and it was a quick one. She was walking through the airport. I was sitting at my gate, dealing with a minor bout of food poisoning, as I recall. As I look back, perhaps I should have done more, perhaps engage with her, show that I care and that she matters and had worth. Maybe I fumbled that opportunity, too busy in my own situation, too worried my actions might not resonate, might not matter, or in fact, maybe be greeted in a way that didn't tie into how I wanted them to deliver. That's one of those difficult times in life. Have you ever felt like this? I see lots in these moments, and I think some are oblivious to these situations. And if you would like to see and experience more poems like this and get some exclusive content along with an opportunity to get a massive discount on my upcoming book, right now go ahead down in the comments and put poems, and I'll make sure you get all of that. Now let's move on to the second poem. As I was reflecting on the opportunity, and perhaps I missed it, the next poem's about exactly that. The times and opportunities that we let slip through our fingers. The mistakes we make. From our actions to our points of view. Why do we often miss and ignore these parts of life that are real? This poem's entitled, The Things You'll Regret Missing. I've always thought about what it's going to be like at the end. I assume I'll know, but I could walk in front of a bus, ruining my assumptions. I still have questions, while I've stumbled upon some conclusions. What's important in the end shouldn't be any different from the beginning. I've gotten greater clarity on this as I've aged. There's lots of things the younger me found important that no longer hold the same appeal. It's people and relationships that count. Everything else is window dressing. Certainly nice, yet anything but important. This idea is foreign to many, especially those who are young. Why? I think ego's the culprit. Money, glory, and shiny things captivate us in our youth. Self-conceit makes us chase them, rooted in our overall discomfort with who we are. A self-loathing embedded in the belief we're not good enough. Sure, you can tie this into motivation and desire, admirable traits, except if they rob you of time and joy. The solution, take a deep breath and enjoy yourself now. The future you will thank you. I'm curious, how did that poem land for you? Do you agree that we're often missing the important parts of this precious thing we call life? What we value says a lot about who we are, and it's also a critical part of the path we're going to travel here in this life. Now, in this next poem, we're going to dive into our reaction to things, dive into something uncomfortable, look at some truths that maybe we don't always like to look at. And some around us, talk about how we have a responsibility. And now, after the poem, I want to go deeper into the responsibility and see if you agree. This poem's entitled, Taking Hits Without Losing Yourself. How sad it would be if I valued what you thought. Any pole can stand in a calming breeze, but when the thunder claps, the rain is piercing, and the wind is howling, this is where we're measured. Do you have the mettle to persevere, to face the deluge and stay the course? Or are you moved by the onslaught of others' thoughts? Opinions shared without merit. Context is where the truth buries itself. Yet who still bothers to dig there? The critics, the doomsayers, and the jealous will build you up with the intention of one day breaking you down. This you can bank on. So be wise. Take praise without pride, accolades without emotion, knowing all the while the opposition is waiting for you. Not too far ahead. Draw comfort knowing what matters is you. Are there parts of your life that resonate in that poem? As mentioned, I want to dive into the responsibility and concept around this poem and how we handle it. You might not agree, but for me, I'm super careful about whose opinions I allow to impact me. Yet today, from my vantage point, I see people who have a wide open door as it relates to allowing others' thoughts, opinions, and ideas to impact them. For example, I've had people surprised, people I didn't know well at all, that when they made statements or drawed opinions about me, and they were upset that those opinions ended up falling on deaf ears. For me, being able to impact me is not a right that many have. And to be honest, I think you need to be very protective of who ends up on that list. Now, I want to continue this conversation, and I want to share these poems with you now. I'll see you over there, and we'll keep talking about things and looking at things, and I appreciate you, and I'll see you there now.